Alright, now it's time to display this video and also play it. So for that we're going to need the package. So let's minimize everything here. And then let's go to pubspec. Here let's search for another package which is called cached video player. So let's get this one here. So this video player, you can see that it's a Flutter plugin that has been forked from the official video player package, okay? Except that it supports caching the video, caching in Android and iOS, okay? So that's what we are interested in, caching the video, all right? So let's go on installation and then let's copy that. Then we can go back to our application and then come here. Now we can paste that here, then we can save. Alright, that is done. We can go ahead and close that, and then let's also close that. Then now we need to create a widget for the video player, okay? So what we'll do is in the widgets here, let's right click and then create a new file. So this one we're going to name it similar to our other one. What is the other one? It was audio player widget. So this is going to be a video video player widget .dat. All right, so here let's create a stateful widget. We're going to name it exactly like that, video player widget. All right, so here first of all let's initialize a late cached video. It's going to be a cached video player controller, okay? This one, which is coming for the package that we've just installed, okay? And then also let's have a bool is play, it's initialized to false, okay? And then down here let's have an init state. So here what we're gonna do is a controller. So let's name this as a video player controller, okay? Video player controller. All right, now here let's have a video player controller video player controller is equals to, yeah, exactly what Copilot is doing. Let's click tab. So you can see that it's calling from the network, okay? But now instead of this URL, which is hard coded, we are going to get our URL, okay? So this URL we are going to pass it from here. All right, so here is required this video URL. All right, and then yeah, also we may need to pass the color like that. Let's click let's put a comma, and then now here let's pass the final video URL and then the color. Then here we just need to pass the widget video URL, okay? And then we are going to initialize here. So here we have to do the following, and then also here we can also say add the listeners, okay? So if we add the listeners, we can do whatever we want with the listeners like that. All right, if it is playing, we can do everything just to control the slider, okay? But for now let's just leave this the way it is. We'll put the methods that we need to put here. So also maybe here on the initialization we can maybe change the volume to what we want here. So if we want, we can say video player set volume, which can be it's 0.0 to 1, okay? 1 is like the maximum, okay? So we can do that, and we can do all sorts of things here. Even on the listeners, that's when we can listen to the duration and all that. Okay, but for now let's leave it like that. And then we also need to dispose here. Okay, dispose. So here we are going, of course, to dispose the video player controller dot dispose. So all this I'm getting from here on the readme. Okay, so this, it's saying that this is the been forked from the official. So the documentation here for this cached video player, we have to read from this official video player. This is the official one. Okay, so everything that happens here, so you can see that installation for Android side, we need to add this permission. Okay, so let's, before we go back to the application, let's just see the requirement of iOS and Android, just everything here, so that we set it up correctly. If you need to access video using rather than HTTP URLs, you will need to add the properties, this permission in your apps.pvips located inside. You know that's what we need to add to do that. And then now on the Android side, we just need to copy this and then go back in our application, and then inside the Android app source main, and then manifest, let's have that internet permission up there. Let's put it up there like that. So we can also just move it a bit to format it, and then let's close the manifest and save. Now if we go back here, and then if we check, there's no any other requirement that we need to do. Okay, so that's it. And then this is the method of how you're using it. You can see that this is the initialization that we did. And then here on the widget, we are going to call our video player widget. Okay, so let's, since I have already gone through this and I know how to use it, we'll just do it here, or even better, Copilot to assist us. Okay, so here now we need to return that video player. Okay, so first what I want to do is to return a aspect ratio. Okay, it's a aspect ratio widget. So here, let me bring up my emulator. We just want to show in a certain aspect ratio. We don't want it to get the entire screen. Okay, so here on the aspect ratio, we are going to use a 16 that one, 16 by 9. And then now this aspect ratio will have a child. Okay, let's go with what the Copilot is doing, and then we'll test it. Let's click tab. So looks like it has either done more brackets or it's missing one. Let's try to add one and then close it out. Yeah, it was missing one. So you can see that after we have this aspect ratio, we have a stack as a child, and then the stack returns children, which as the cache video player. This one has got the video player controller, and then in the center here we have a text button, which is a pause. If it's playing, it's paused, and then if it's paused, it's going to, if it's playing, it's going to show that pause icon. If it's not playing, it's going to show that arrow icon. Okay, and then the color, of course, we are passing the color. And then here on press, that's when we are going to set is playing, to play, or to pause. This is a quite simple one. Okay, but it's going to work like this. All right, now let's try to implement this here. Right, so this video player widget, we can just go to the display message widget here where it's saying video. Here, instead of calling that, we are going to call our video player widget. And then the video URL, we know that it's a message, and then the color, we have it. We can just put commas there and then also close it out. Great, so that's it. This is quite basic. We can customize it the way we want, but for now let's try this one. So now that we have put this one, let's stop the application and run it again. Let's stop both of them, and then let's just run. All right, now that that is done, let's try to get inside. Okay, there you can see that we have our video player, but now we don't. Okay, now the video has loaded. Okay, so one thing that we need to do is to put the loading if we don't yet have a video. Right now, let's also open another application. So this one did not run. Let's also run it. So while that is running, let's try to play. You can see that the video is playing. Then if we pause, it's going to pause. If we play, it's going to play. All right, great. So we just need to add the loading, which shows if the video is empty. All right, so here let's also get in. So right now there's no video, that's why it's blank. Okay, so this one is finished. Oh, it's still playing. Yeah, that's why there is that. Yeah, this one is also back. So that's just the simple interface that we want to put. Okay, so yeah, I think that's about it. Let's just add the loading here. Okay, so for the loading, what we can do is just to check the controller, or yeah, if it's just to make sure that the controller is not now. Okay, and then if it is now, if it is not now, when we are going to have if it is now, we are going to have a loading. If it is not now, which means the video has loaded, and then we can play. All right, so maybe before we end this video, let's put the loading here. Okay, so for the loading indicator, all we have to do is let's just have another boolean here. Bool, we're going to say is loading. So this one, instead of initializing it to false, we're going to initialize it to true. Okay, so here when it comes to here, after we initialize, okay, here on initialize, here we have to set state. Okay, set state, we are going to set is loading to false. So let's remove these extra ones. Okay, so here after we initialize, we're going to set state to false. Okay, and then now here we just need to check, okay, if is loading, we are going to show the circular progress avatar. If it is not loading, we are going to show this video, and then that's it. So next time we send another video, before it loads, we are going to be having that circular progress avatar. Once it's loaded, we are going to be having that video there. Okay, and then so we can do all sorts of features here. We can have maybe another button here, which when the user presses, it can ask them to watch in full screen, and then we take them to the next screen to watch it in full screen, or maybe to click here and watch in full screen. We can also add the slider here, just like this one, and maybe move a play button in the corner. All those things we can do. This package has got all those methods as well. Okay, we can customize it further, but for just in this video's purposes, I mean this course, let's just do the basic one like this one. Okay, we can see that we can play the video. Now we can send the audio message, we can send the image message, we can send the text message. So even this one, he can also reply to this, say, hey, nice video. They can send. You can see that it's still the same. Okay, so okay, now I've noticed one other thing here on the reply. We don't want to show this. We should say, we should also check here what kind of message was replied to. Okay, so before we end this video, let's just fix this, and then we can move on. So where is this? This is our reply to widget. Where is that widget? Display image type. Okay, Okay, here of course we are checking if it is text, we are showing the text. Image, we are showing the image, and then also video, we are showing the video. Audio, we are showing the audio, and then the default is the text. Okay, this is correct. There's nothing we need to change here. So we need to go inside my, where is that, my message widget. So here we have this one and then this one. So here, instead of checking the message type here, we are supposed to check replied message type. This one, yeah. Now let's try to hot restart. So now when we, yeah, here you can see that it's showing the replied message type. Okay, even here, so this is the other side, it's still showing this. Okay, but here it's showing the replied message type. Okay, so either we can keep it like this if it's a reply, or we can just show the video icon. So inside here, so first let's also do for this side, which is a contact message, or is a contact message widget. Here let's get a replied message type. Okay, replied message type. So now if we get inside here, let's see if we there's a check. Okay, we did not put any check to check if this is a replied message type. Okay, so if we want, we can put a check. Okay, first let's hot restart. So you can see it now, you are displaying the type of message that you are is replying to. Okay, but the other thing now is if we don't want to show this even in your replied message type, which we shouldn't show, it's not practical. Here we need to send if it is a replied message type or not. Okay, so let's send here, let's just put it above that color. So let's say required required this dot is reply. Okay, is reply. Let's just put it like this, and then now here let's also put it, and then now here on the text, let's keep it like this. We need to just return the text, and then on the image here we can just check. Okay, here we'll check if is reply. Let's see what Copilot is doing. Okay, we don't even want to put that. If it is reply, we just want to put an icon. Okay, so I'm going to put an icon, which comes from icons dot image. Okay, and then in the else we are going to put what is down there. What has happened here? Let's remove all of this. Okay, like that. So constant here. If it is reply, we just want to put an icon which shows that you are replying to an image. Okay, let's also do the same on the video. So now Copilot will know here what we want. So is reply, yeah, like that. It's otherwise it's going to return that. Even here on the audio, we'll do the same. Is reply is going to do the audio track, or that else this is a default value, that is what is going to be returned as default. And then now if we go back here, inside here we know that if it's on top here, it's a reply. Okay, so here we're going to say is reply to true, and then here you're going to set it to false. Great. Also here we're just going to say true, then down here we're going to say false. Now we can hot restart, then we've got icons now. Okay, great. So now this is how you check that you are replying to this video. He was replying to this video, we are replying to this video. Great. So now this is fixed. You can style it the way you want it. We have put the logic there. So that's it, guys. So we have done all the methods here for sending the video, sending the text, sending the image, and sending the audio. Looks like the one-to-one chat now, it's like maybe you can say 90% complete, because what else we can put here, we can think about that if we want to update it. Okay, now we are going to move on to the groups here. All right, great. So this is it. That's it about this video, guys, and thank you, and see you in the next video.